Well then, what was possibly a couple of quid in the car boot, a rusty old tool, and this was well patinaed up, shall we call it, crafter. This is well patinaed up. So I can imagine, you know, people looking for tools, thinking, well, my granddad always said that the old tools are the best tools. But if this was rusty as it was in the first place, you know, somebody looking at tools would say, oh, nee, I don't want that thing. I wouldn't put that in my toolbox because the rust would infest the rest. That's what I'd be more concerned about, thinking, oh, I ain't putting that rusty thing in my toolbox. So yeah, we put it in the evaporust in the bucket. It cleaned up. I've hit it with the wire brush. So the wire brush has cleaned it up. So, you know, if somebody was out there looking for, right, we're going shopping today, I need an adjustable spanner for my toolbox. So if somebody was of that mind and they were possibly going to buy a new one, or was looking to buy a new one because they just didn't have a little small adjustable piece of equipment, this now puts them in there. They're looking at it, and yes, they can probably see that it's an old design, but nevertheless, and they look at the teeth and they think, and what would a new one be? A modern equivalent would be 10 or 15 quid, I suppose. Well, and you know, their grandfather always told them, and their father told them, well, the old tools are the better tools. Somebody might consider this now, from being a rusty old thing they wouldn't have in their toolbox, to a, yes, old, but an old working tool. You wouldn't mind that in your toolbox, would you? If you were looking for a little adjustable for whatever reason, whatever job you were doing, what you had in mind. So I'm not going to hit this with a flat because of the finish. Because of this is finished, like almost machine finished. I don't really want to ruin that with a flap disc. And if you did this bit would be shiny and this bit wouldn't. So I'm less inclined to hit that with the flap disc for that reason. You know, you might do that, but then you'd have to take the shine off it again, because you wouldn't hit this side, so this wouldn't be so shiny. It might be interesting just to make that shiny with the flap disc, possibly. Anyway, so this one I'm going to hit with the flap disc. I'm going to take all that off it, take that edge off it, clean it, and see what happens, and see how clean we can get it with the old flap disc, and see if that makes it a bit more presentable, more value, something that someone might put in their own toolbox. Open, you know, open the market if you were selling it, and would it put value on it? So anyway, I'm going to flap disc this now. Actually, it's given me a mind. I'm going to buy 3 or 4 rusty old things of the very same thing and evaporust them, and then wire brush them, and then flap disc them. So anyway, it's just a thought, but that's, instead of a rusty £1.50 thing now, it's opened the market. Somebody would buy that and put it, and wouldn't mind putting them in a toolbox because it's not a rusty old thing, is it? So let's flap disc this now and see what it turns out like. Yeah, but this has come beautiful. Oh, really nice. And the markings on it, look, don't know what that means. There's something else here, look. That's a beauty. Anybody would be happy to have that in the toolbox. I've got a sneaky feeling, isn't there like a spring washer or something meant to be in there? I got a sneaky feeling there's some sort of a spring washer meant to be in there that I might find. But otherwise, it's looking lovely. Yeah.